coming to an Eastern Conference contest in this game. 2K Sports brings you Friday night NBA action. This is Kevin Harlan with Clark Kellogg and Steve Kerr. On the sideline tonight, Doris Burke. You take a look at the Raptors. You love to get the ball rolling early in the season. That's what they've done.
When you look at Toronto, they've actually taken the NBA by storm since the season kicked off. They put themselves right in the mix with the league's top teams when most people thought they'd be bottom feeders.
And I know it's early, Clark, but the way they've looked, I think they'll be in that mix all the way to the end.
So let's take a look at the Charlotte starting lineup. Walker runs the point with Stevenson flanking him. Kid Gilchrist and Vonleh at the forwards. And it's Jefferson in at the 5 spot. Now here's Stevenson. And Walker kicks to Jefferson. Here's the Kid. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
Well, probably the right play defensively. If you can't get the block, send them to the free throw line. Don't give them an easy 2.
No easy buckets inside. Force free throws and work to keep them out of the lane next time around.
And he sinks the second. Now here's Walker. A moment to check in with Doris Burke. Doris?
Well, Steve Clifford gave me a few minutes to catch up with him. He told me there aren't many big men with the mobility and length of Jonas Valanciunas, and that he's a player they'll really have to account for, saying, quote, JV's still developing his skill set, but there just aren't that many people in the world of his size. And you factor in his motor, he can really impact the game. Guys, we'll see how they try to deal with him.
Always great to hear from you, Doris. Here's Stevenson after the made shot from the Kid. On the wing, Stevenson. He picked up 21 points in their last win against Orlando. Last outing for Charlotte, they won that game against the Magic.
And one way to nullify a home court advantage, like they did that night, Kevin, light it up from the three-point line. Nothing is more demoralizing to a home crowd.
Steve, you're exactly right. I mean, that was the great equalizer. Their perimeter play definitely took them over the top.
Here's Walker after the made shot from the Kid. Floats one up, and it's Walker laying it in.
Well, they had to take the lid off the hoop, I guess, but they finally get one to go there.
Yeah, a bit of an unsettled start. I mean, maybe that'll get them going.
Here's the Kid. You saw him go on a scoring rampage last game. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
Boy, but he was close, Kevin, to making the defense pay for lackadaisical coverage there.
Yeah, he had a really good look. I mean, he'll knock that down more often than not.
Now, here's Stevenson. It's a 5-point game. And it's Walker penetrating. Terrific design on the pick play, and he lays it in.
Well, they just gave him 2 points. Defensively, you're going to have to tighten things up here. That's not a good sign.
If you're just tuning in, we played about 2.5 minutes here in the first. The shot's good from the Kid.
He's got so much junk in his trunk. He'll find a way to hurt you.
Hornets trail by 5. Stevenson outside. Vonleh setting the pick for Stevenson. Walker is screen on Patterson. It's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot. Charlotte shooting their first shots from the free throw line tonight.
And they're right around 74% as a team from the free throw line to this point of the season.
And this year, they haven't quite been able to maintain the free throw percentage they had last season.
Raptors leading by 4. Now about 3 minutes gone in the first quarter. And another basket for Toronto.
Wow, just a tremendous first quarter shooting the basketball for them, guys.
Yeah, when they put it up, it's gone in.
Walker dishes to Jefferson. Back to Walker. At the top of the key, Kid Gilchrist. Walker the pass to Kid Gilchrist. Here's Jefferson. Oh, yes, the turnaround.
Maybe they're still working out the kinks defensively because that was a blatant mistake.
Raptors have gone 5 of 6 so far from the field to start out the game. Here's the Kid. Here's Valanciunas, and it's blocked. And Kid Gilchrist kicks to Walker. Upside Jefferson. Fires from 18. Almost, but it rolls out. Raptors with the lead. Out of bounds. Charlotte takes possession. And how about a look now at the top rebounding small forwards in the NBA during the past month? In the third spot, Michael Kidd-Gilchrist.
You know, the work they do on the boards is such a big part of all these players' games. They play much bigger than the grand majority of small forwards in this league.
And I think it's an area that they all take pride in, Steve. They know they can score. That's expected of their position. But where you separate yourself is going after rebounds. And these guys are really determined to excel in that part of the game.
Stevenson. And he drops it in from the low post. Both teams will make substitutions.
Let's see the stat factor on Lance Stevenson. Great work over the last month. 8th in field goal percentage and one of the better passers in the league, in the top 20 in assists per game.
And Steve, you touched on his outstanding field goal percentage. I mean, he hasn't gotten there just simply by having a hot hand on occasion. I mean, it's also a product of how hard he works to find those good open shots.
Here's Roberts after the made shot from the kid. Pass to Hendricks. Here's the kid. There's the triple. Shot is off. And they're moving it up. Here's Henderson. A good finish at the rack off the slick feed.
I'd say that shot was well within his range.
You think so? I mean, I was pretty good from 2 feet and in myself. That's a gimme there.
Shot's good from the kid.
You know, it seems like when they've gone to him, he's really come through. And that's not something they should get away from.
Clock management. This is where, Steve, they can get a 2 for 1.
Yeah, I think it makes sense. As long as the first one's a good one, and now you play D, you get the ball back, one more shot.
Henderson, no one around him. Nice teamwork to set up the pick play and make the space for the J.
Solid screen right there that freed him up for the jump shot.
Here's the kid. He's got 14. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty. The defense looking a little bit dazed now. A ferocious throw down there.
Not bad for a player of his size.
Not bad at all. How about that spring coming out of those legs?
Stevenson dishes to Boozer. Feeds it to Roberts. It's Henderson on the wing. 1 second left. And Charlotte again with the bucket. And so both teams trading buckets as we end the first quarter. Raptors lead by 3. We've got more in
NBA action charges ahead. LeBron James and the Cleveland Cavaliers go up against DeMar DeRozan and the Toronto Raptors. Coming your way next Monday.
quarter. Teams making substitutions here. The kid is in at the point. Lucas Nogueira is out there with Patrick Patterson. Then it's Vasquez, and it's Ross in at the 3 slot. That's the 5 out there for the Raptors. And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to Doris Burke for an update. Hi, Doris.
Thanks, guys. The kid in their last game against the Pelicans got the job done. He finished with 54 points, and he got there with his usual way. Just an impressive barrage of threes. Truly impressive numbers from him in a stellar performance. What a special night.
Thanks for the great report, Doris. Guys, the way he carried them that night, Clark, I thought was truly incredible.
Absolutely. I mean, he did the work of several players in that game. He really didn't need much support at all.
But they shouldn't count on that type of performance again tonight, Clark. I mean, his teammates need to be prepared to carry a little bit more of the load.
Hornets leading by 5. Walker the pass to Henderson. The shot's good on the assist by Walker. Walker's got 3 assists now in this one.
It took him a little while to get into the flow of this game, but now he's definitely found his stride and rhythm.
The shot's good from the kid. The kid's got 21 in the game.
I'll tell you what, he's enjoyed a very good day shooting the ball so far. He can bring them right back into this.
Stevenson outside. Kicks to Henderson. Back to Stevenson. Dishes it to Henderson. Walker with a clean look. Here's Boozer. And another shot. And, there's a whistle. He was going up for a layup. And while it looked like there was some contact, I wasn't sure they were going to call a foul shot or not. But sure enough, they have. So he'll head to the free throw line. The Hornets have shot 3 of 6 at the foul line. The free throw good from Jefferson. And both free throws good for Jefferson.
You know, they've changed their game here in the second. Getting a little bit more physical, playing with some toughness now.
And, you know, this lead is going to grow if they can continue to get to the free throw line.
So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there. Toronto shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game.
Well, one of the better free throw shooting teams in the NBA. They're hitting about 80% from the line this year.
And, guys, that's really an upgrade over how they shot last season. Not a huge upgrade, but an upgrade nonetheless.
Hornets leading by 5. About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. Fades back. It's hauled in by the Raptors. This their first chance this season playing Charlotte.
And this is a big game, guys, today because these teams will see each other 3 more times down the road. And this one kind of sets the tone for the season series.
You know, that's how you do it, guys. I mean, he passed his way out of the double team and into an easy basket.
1 second left. And that one's good by Stevenson. Stevenson's got 7 points in the game. And the first hit.
Well, guys, I'm here with Al Jefferson, and Al.
Close ball game on our hands as we get set for the second half of basketball. A fantastic game from the kid in this one.
He went off in the first 2 quarters, guys, as he's capable of doing. We might see some changes here in the defensive approach they use on him in the second half.
Yeah, they've got to make some sort of change. I mean, they can't let him continue to torch him like he has been.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade for the second half of basketball. And Charlotte looking at who they've got. Kid Gilchrist and Vonleh at the forwards. Walker runs the point with Stevenson flanking him. And it's Jefferson in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Walker with it, now guarded by the kid. Jefferson setting the pick for Stevenson. For Charlotte, they had shot 5 of 8 from the foul line. The first free throw is good. And he makes both free throws. Raptors trail by 6. Here's the kid. He trains the quick shot. The kid's got 23.
And after that last game, Clark, I'm not surprised to see him so hot. He's got it rolling right now.
And it's Walker penetrating. And Kid Gilchrist kicks to Walker. Charlotte moving the ball around. Outside, Kid Gilchrist. He dishes it to Walker. And Stevenson kicks to Jefferson. The fader. And it's good. Jefferson's got 6. And the Raptors shooting one of the high points for them in this game at 54%. Here's the kid, guarded by Walker. Ross dishes 2 to Rosen. Down low, 6 to shoot. Here's the kid. They grabbed their own miss.
Got a good look, though. I thought that was going to go down.
Now, the D may have done just enough there, Clark, to bother him and throw that shot off.
The defense looking a little bit dazed now. A ferocious throw down there.
Not bad for a player of his size.
Not bad at all. How about that spring coming out of those legs?
And that one's good.
He's been a bright spot for them. He's had an incredibly efficient offensive performance.
Steve, his shooting really has been just terrific. They'd be much worse off if it weren't for him, that's for sure.
Stevenson passes to Walker. Back to Stevenson. Jefferson, a screen on DeRozan. And that one's good by Stevenson.
They've been getting it inside at every opportunity, and getting results, too.
It's a great formula, and it's really a sign that the offense is clicking.
Outside DeRozan. Lets it go with a three. And Stevenson grabs the board. Hornets leading by 8. And here's the fast break. Walker leading the way, pushing their lead to double digits.
Coming out strong here in the third quarter. That's 4 for 5 shooting for this team.
So both teams making some changes here.
And now a look at Stevenson. Some stats on him. He has been filling up the stat sheet for the last month. He's putting up 17 points a game, 7 assists, and 8 rebounds. He's been at his most dynamic, no question about it. Almost impossible to handle.
Yeah, I agree. Not the guy you want to have to go up against right now. I mean, who knows when he'll cool off. These runs of his can last a while.
And he finishes nicely on the layup. Stevenson's got the lead up to 10 now for the Hornets.
And they're beginning to fall apart a little bit defensively, especially inside.
Well, that's 4 straight buckets now at the rim.
The kid, running from the wing. The kid's got 6 points in the quarter. And Clark, we saw a very animated huddle that last break. I'm sure the coach wanted something specific from his team.
Well, Kevin, this is certainly a key moment for the squad, and he's looking for players to lock into the new game plan and carry it out the rest of the way. That's what he's trying to get across.
To the paint. And DeRozan kicks to Johnson. The pass to the kid. Top of the key. And there are the Raptors with another bucket.
And he's made the most of his chances, hasn't he? He really needs to continue to work for those good looks.
Screen by Jefferson. Stevenson drives in. Toronto grabs the miss. The kid's got his 5th rebound in this one. Shoots from 14. Bounces high off the rim and drops. The kid's got 31.
What a quarter for him at the offensive end. He's ignored the scoreboard and continued to go out there and do his thing.
Okay, guys, on defense, no inside looks, nothing. That means 1 foot in the paint, helping on all drives and contesting everything at the rim. Now let's do it.
And the Raptors with some changes. Negate is... Hornets leading by 6. And Roberts kicks to Anderson. Plenty of space. Here's Boozer. Breaks it off the glass.
3 consecutive baskets have come right at the rim. The defense had better start buckling down and tightening up.
Yeah, they're getting exposed right now.
Hendricks passes to Vasquez. Hendricks. Henderson defending, and that one's good. Hendricks. The kid, he's checked in for Toronto. 32 seconds left to play here in the third. Here's Roberts. He's had some playing time, but no scoring yet from him. Here's Kid Gilchrist. The rebound by Patterson. Patterson's got 3 rebounds now in this one. Here's the kid. Sinks the triple. Now just a 3-point Hornets lead.
Boy, the shots finally dropping for them in bunches, and I'll tell you what, the complexion of this game has totally changed.
You know, that kind of offensive eruption was the only thing that was going to get them back into this one.
And at the close of the third quarter, still a close game, and both teams putting up points in a hurry. And let's go back to a terrific pass that we're calling tonight for State Farm assist of the game.
Well, it was a great look, and it set up a 3-point basket. He scanned the perimeter, found his teammate in space, and put the pass right on the money.
Amir Johnson at the 4 with Valanciunas at the pivot. Get out there with Vasquez, and it's Ross in at the small forward position. That's the 5 out there for the Raptors. Walker against Ross. Jefferson setting the pick for Stevenson. Down low, here's Henderson. He feeds it to Jefferson. Excellent D there by Johnson. Last outing for Toronto, they won that game against New Orleans. Offensive rebound. The second chance effort. Here's Valanciunas. Persistence pays off as they finally hit a shot.
And you got to put bodies on the glass right there. They just are not getting it done on the boards.
Yeah, they've got to do a much better job of going harder than that to the glass.
Jefferson setting the pick for Walker. Screen by Jefferson. Henderson, no one around him. That's good, and it's Stevenson with the assist. And the Hornets lead by 3.
Defense just has to fight over the top of those screens.
Especially when the ball is in his hands. I mean, he doesn't miss too many open shots.
Outside, Walker. Stevenson dishes to Henderson. Puts up the baby hook. And it's Hunley slamming it down.
He could have tipped it home, but he wanted to give this crowd something to remember.
Dynamic work right there. Throw down that rebound.
Yes,
Well, no need to back it out if you're in position for the dunk.
The Raptors making a switch here. Just about 1.5 minutes gone by here in the fourth. We had a nice open look right there.
Neither team having any trouble putting the ball in the basket.
Nope, nada. I mean, we haven't seen much defense either. I mean, both of these teams really locked in to try and outscore each other.
Stevenson drives in. No good. And Toronto will come the other way. Here's the kid, and there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line. It's going to be Lance Stevenson.
Look at the night for the kid. 34 points, and he's got 9 points from behind the arc.
Yeah, that's been an important part of his game today. He's made his open looks.
And it's tied up with that one. Hornets have gone 2 for 5 on field goal attempts in the fourth quarter. Outside, Walker. Jefferson setting the pick for Walker. Outside Jefferson. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Fires from deep. The rebound by Johnson.
Now defensively, they did a great job of staying tight on him.
Johnson with a screen on Stevenson. Here's the kid.
And no question, he got bumped on that shot.
Definitely no room for discussion on that one.
Now the free throw is good, now leading by 1. And the Raptors making a change here. Patterson's checked in. And a switcher also for Charlotte. Kid Gilchrist, he's checked in for Gerald Henderson.
Can you believe the job they're doing at the foul line since halftime? I mean, they've been perfect so far.
Yeah, sometimes it's contagious. Everybody starts to get comfortable and relaxed, and everything goes in the hoop.
Over to the left wing. Jefferson kicks to Walker. They need this. It's hauled in by the Raptors.
You know, typically, guys, he has the body control to finish when he's in that tight. I'm not sure what happened there.
The shot's good from the kid.
What a top-notch game he's had. He's gotten them in front, and it sure seems like he's going to keep them there. All by himself, it looks like.
DeMar DeRozan in for Toronto. All right, let's go over to the sideline with Doris Burke.
I was able to listen in on what Steve Clifford was going over with his team. He wants them to pick it up and really go for it right now, saying, no time like the present, gentlemen. Embrace it. Embrace the spotlight, and let's make it happen. Kevin, let's see what they can do.
And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for Toronto?
You know, one of the big stories has been the three ball. It's been a key part of their offense throughout the game.
The other thing that's been huge for them is their points in the paint. They're getting the ball inside and converting on a regular basis.
Take a look at what Kemba Walker's done. He has 8 points, and he's done a good job distributing the ball as well.
Well, you can't discount what that's meant to this team. I mean, he's helped their cause with his passing, and it's really given his team a nice groove.
They double him with Stevenson. DeRozan with it. Now guarded by Stevenson. Shot's good.
Well, you hate to see a guy suffer through a game like this, but his team is winning.
Hornets trail by 4. Outside, Walker. And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2.
They're locked in from the charity stripe this half. Not a miss yet.
And they're going to have to continue that pace, Clark, because they're down, and anytime you're losing, you got to take advantage of every offensive opportunity you have.
Both shots good from the stripe.
Of course, he didn't have an attempt there in the first half, He's hoping to be a little bit more active and aggressive here and draw some fouls here in the second.
Fires top of the key, and it's good off the back of the rim and in. The Kid's got 42 in the game.
Boy, the deeper we get into this game, the more offense we're seeing.
And that goes for both teams, Steve. Everybody firing on all cylinders right now.
He has not been on his game. You know, their deficit isn't totally on him, but he has not helped the situation.
Vonleh with the rebound. Vonleh's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Kid Gilchrist the pass to Walker. Left side Walker. Nobody near Stevenson. The shot's good on the assist by Walker. 14 points for Lance Stevenson.
Well, lazy defense, and that's why the score is what it is right now.
Here's the Kid. He kicks to Ross. And again, Toronto with the triple.
Ooh, that three is massive. Cancels out the triple at the other end, and what appeared to really tighten this game up.
Now you can start to feel the crowd sensing this game might be theirs.
Pass to Stevenson. Three-pointer. And another 3 for Charlotte.
Incredible back and forth action. The crowd going crazy. 1 minute, a three-pointer on one side of the floor, and then boom, they come right back and bury a triple of their own.
Pure white-hot intensity, guys. A perimeter bomb fest right now.
Here's the Kid. Here's Valanciunas. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact, and he'll shoot 2.
Well, they did have a foul to give, but they couldn't get it done before the shot.
Yeah, you really want to try to foul in that situation before he gets into the shooting motion, and it just didn't work out that time. He's really the guy you want on the stripe in that situation. I mean, there's no doubt about it. He's clutch.
And Stevenson kicks to Jefferson. And the foul on Jonas Valanciunas. That's his 5th foul.
Well, one more, and that's it. He'll be DQ'd, disqualified. He's got to be able to touch.
Clark, a critical possession right here.
Boy, Kevin, you can just feel the crowd on pins and needles right now.
Here's the Kid. Count it!
Oh, what a clutch shot. That could be the difference maker.
Big moment in this game.
Outside, Walker. 11 feet away, connects! And tie game. That is a huge basket right there.
What a shot over the bigger man. I'll tell you what, that could prove to be a massive play in this game.
You know, because of the defense and the pressure situation, Steve, that was a high degree of difficulty shot on that jumper.
Here's the Kid. From downtown. Oh, it's no good. And we're headed to overtime. Time expires, and we're going to overtime. Religer just joining us. He has really heated up in this one. As we watch this one go now to overtime. It'll be the Raptors off the tip, so the overtime period is now ticking away. Should be fun. All fueled up and ready to go to overtime basketball here, brought to us by Gatorade. Let's check out who's on the floor. And Charlotte looking at who they've got. Henderson and MKG will fill out the wings. Inside you have Vonleh and Jefferson. And it's Walker in at the point. Here's Henderson to the left wing. Vonleh kicks to Kid Gilchrist. Lets the 3 fly. Henderson, no good.
You know, they haven't been able to open up a big lead, but the rebounds are starting to add up for them. They may be able to pull away a little bit.
Yeah, they've been doing the dirty work inside, Steve, playing a very tough brand of basketball.
Here's the Kid. And another basket for Toronto.
He is just eating this team alive with his offense. It's been a matchup nightmare.
Hornets trail by 5. Outside, Walker. 11 feet away. Good.
That time the defenders were a little lazy getting to him.
We're just over a minute into overtime here. Here's the Kid. to the middle. And DeRozan throws it down hard. The rim rattler.
Just a remarkable jam. These fans' jaws are on the ground right now.
Yeah, that is Showtime stuff right there. Major highlight reel material.
Took advantage of some shoddy defense there. They've got to at least get a finger on it.
Here's the kid. Walker with some nice D.
Some rugged defense there against one of the stronger finishers in the game.
It's Jefferson high post. Rebounded by the kid. The kid's got 6 rebounds in the game. There's the double team with Walker. 3-pointer. And again, Toronto with the triple.
That was simply a defensive breakdown there, Kevin. He was all alone for that shot. It was a warm-up jumper.
Hornets trail by 6. There's the feed to Henderson. Now the dish to Jefferson. They get a hand on it. And it's out of bounds to the Hornets as Charlotte retains possession. Overtime in full swing here. 2 minutes off the clock. Vonleh dishes to Henderson. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Walker. Money! And now they trail by just 4.
This is a tremendous solo run he's on. I mean, the kind we've seen him have so many times before.
It's the first, and that puts them up by 5. And so he drops them both. It's a 6-point ball game.
And as long as they continue to do this kind of work at the foul line, the lead should be safe.
It's up a 3. The rebound by Patterson. And they are in the driver's seat.
Yep, a basket here, and it pretty much wraps it up. They are not letting up, guys. They just keep coming at them.
And I'd say that lead is too big to overcome at this point.
And Walker kicks to Vonleh. It's rebounded by the kid. And here's Toronto. They're on a 14-6 run. And the Raptors hit again from deep.
A serious game-clinching run. They've taken off here. Impressive.
No backing off. What a surge at the right time.
And it's Walker penetrating. Count the bucket.
Well, for one, he hasn't let them down. I mean, but a few other guys need to pick up the pace if they're going to be good. This definitely wasn't the way they envisioned overtime working out.
Here's the kid. Fires from the wing. And the miss. And so it's Toronto winning this one. An impressive victory in overtime after an exciting end in regulation.
You know what? In a long game, fatigue can sometimes affect it.